Welcome back, my people. Now welcome. You're watching the Rhymo show on Ubro TV. Welcome. We now already know the topic will bring us come back. Now the effects of hard drugs on our youth. And I know say this topic na very interesting topic. Now make I discuss the topic with the Rhymo himself. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on the show with you today. Yes.
Wetin we dey talk about na the effects of drug abuse on our youth. Drug abuse na the illegal use or the legal use of drugs. Some people dey use overdose. Some people dey use other people's prescription. Na like that they take dey abuse drugs. Some dey do am for other purposes wey we no know. Some dey take am say they wan ease their stress. Some dey take am because say they wan avoid the reality wey surround them. Some dey do am because their mates dey do am. Some dey do am just to feel among, say they follow for the reigning ones, the people wey dey reign, people wey sabi what's up. Na im make some people dey do am. Based on say our Nigerian youth too dey overdo everything they wan do. The rate wey they take dey abuse these drugs now, come dey even make the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency dem dey worry. They come dey raise alarm, dey give the United Nations Office on Drug and Crime, say our youth too dey abuse this drug. Over 20 million of our youth dey abuse drug. It's too much. These people make they take am easy now. Wetin this our youth dey consume for these drugs na ×3 of other West African countries. Sir.
Yes.
Abeg, you get any advice or any contribution wey you wan give us on how this our youth take dey abuse drugs anyhow?
Thank you very much for this opportunity to contribute a little to this very interesting topic. You know, when it comes to drug abuse in our society today, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. But first of all, there are some things that we have to understand about drug abuse, especially when we're talking about the precautions. For someone to understand how drug abuse works, first of all, we must understand how it starts. There are so many things that lead people to drug abuse without them even knowing. Sometimes there are drugs that are meant for professional body treatment or for particular ailments, and sometimes these drugs are being used overdose, and by subsequent use of this similar kind of drugs, the person gets used to it. The feeling the person gets, without the person's knowledge, the person gets used to that particular drugs, and just then drug abuse has started. And sometimes there are some drugs that are not supposed to be used for recreational purposes. You just want to use the drug to feel high. Drug that you should just use to reduce depression, and you know when you take much of such quantity, you would feel like you want to forget everything. So this is how drug abuse starts.
Another thing I want make we discuss now, the possible solution where we go take to eradicate this problem wey dey face us for this country. Sir, please, wetin you think say we go do to eradicate this problem wey dey face us for this country?
First of all, knowing how to curtail the excessive use of any kind of drugs. Just follow the doctor's prescription. So another precautionary measure is peer pressure. If you have friends that take any kind of illegal drugs, it's advisable you avoid such friends, because they can easily influence you. They can easily encourage you. Oh, just try a bit of it. It won't harm you. And just by little, you keep taking little by little, and then someone gets used to it. So to avoid such friends. And another precaution that we must observe, check your background. Does anyone, or do you have any history of drug abuse in your family? Study has it that most cases are hereditary. some people inherited this from their family, and because someone's father smoked marijuana, the person might grow up smoking marijuana thinking it's normal, while it's very, very much abnormal. Your health is very important. Do not forget, the life you live is not your own. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, sir. My people, I know say una dey listen and una dey pick some certain points where
Rhymo.
I know say una dey listen and una dey pick some certain points where Rhymo himself dey try give una. Una know say him dey speak English. Make I first of all break am down how una go understand am. Wetin him dey try talk say the effect of drugs, you go see am for several aspects, but make we just first of all check am from 3 aspects. We go check am from the social aspect, we go check am from the financial aspect, then we go come check am from the health aspect. Make we look at the side effects from the social aspect. Anybody wey dey do drugs, anybody wey dey too take drugs, dey too dey hyperactive. That person go too dey vex. Small thing him don pick quarrel, him don pick vex, him don pick violence, him don pick fight. Him go dey fight anyhow. Another thing be say that person go dey behave abnormal. Even when you dey try give the person advice, wetin go benefit am, him go dey do anyhow. Him go dey behave abnormal, dey do anyhow. And by so doing, even him problem sef don increase by that. One, he no go get much friends. Na only people wey dey give am drugs na him go dey get as a friend. He no go get people wey go advise am, people wey go help in career, people wey go help in life. He no go get that kind people. And make we look am from the financial aspect. So anybody wey dey do hard drugs, anybody wey dey too take hard drugs, wey dey addicted to drugs, that person go dey spend money anyhow. That person go dey spend money, dey buy that drug every time. That person no go even reason say he never chop, or he no go reason say mama dey village, say mama need money. The only thing wey go dey in mind na, hey, I get 2k for account, make I use am go buy cocaine, make I use am go buy marijuana. You see, that person go dey spend like mumu. Another thing be say that person go dey bankrupt. Him money go finish. He no go even reason to hustle. The only hustle wey him go dey do na for only that money wey him go use buy drugs. That person go eventually increase in problem. Because when you get you know where you need like 5,000 to go hospital, you dey find like 2,000 to go buy drugs, buy hard drugs, buy cocaine, buy ice, buy mini where you go take, and you know say you no get the money, your problem don increase. Why you no go get peace of mind? You go need take that hard drug, make you get yourself for the addiction before you go now talk about other problems say you get. Your problem don eventually increase. Oya, make we look at this effect from the health aspect. That person go dey mentally unstable. That person no go dey reason normal. Another thing be say the person, sooner or later, the person go go mad, because the drugs wey they take, they get side effects for their brain. Another thing be say anybody wey dey take drugs, anybody wey dey take that hard drugs, anybody wey dey take hard drugs, they introduce some kind sickness for their system. Cause when you dey take that drug, when you dey take that harmful drugs, you dey introduce something for your system wey be say that thing go start to dey disturb you sooner or later, and you go finally land that person to death. My people, una don hear am all na. May we try, abeg, put everything wey we don learn from this program into action, so that our country go better, abeg. And if you like wetin we dey do for this channel, abeg, just go for the comment section, go comment your contribution, go comment wetin you want make we discuss next time. Anything wey dey give you concern, wey you want make we know about, just comment am for there. We go appreciate am well well. Like our post, Subscribe to our channel so that you go get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you. I'm still your girl, Uzoma, Delight Ngozi. I love you guys. Bye.